Well, that was spectacular, Paul. It was the a cappella version of the Barca anthem. It's week 10, it's El Clasico, it's Barca against Real Madrid. Are you excited, Paul?
A lot. A cappella, it's even greater, this anthem. It's spectacular when you see 100 people, 100,000 people like chanting the Barca anthem. And before the players, they were like, you know, picturing the game, visualizing how it's gonna be, and checking the last updates.
There's that reversible mosaic we were talking about. We colour football. We can read the message on those yellow cards and the blue and red stripes. The atmosphere here is spectacular. The volume of the fans right now singing a cappella again is simply amazing.
It's the most important game of the season, you know. So the tension is here on the field.
Well, we've got both teams on the field. We've got Sergio Busquets and Sergio Ramos, both captains.
We are meeting Messi this afternoon, you know, as a captain.
Okay, and we're going to take a quick look at the lineups again, Paul Calvet. It's Marc-Andre ter Stegen in goal for Barca with Sergi Roberto Piqué, Langlais and Jordi Alba at the back. We've got Busquets, Rakitic and Arthur in midfield, and Rafinha, Suarez and Coutinho up front. Same lineup as against Inter Milan.
Yeah, Barca, I think they have to play safe from the beginning, you know, take over the rhythm of the game, keep it flowing, and then as time goes by, be more aggressive towards the target.
Everything is ready for this Clasico to start. Real Madrid are going to have the first possession of the game. They're playing in their traditional clean white kit, and Barca are playing with their blue and red stripes. Barca, if you're watching this on television, will be attacking to the right. Real Madrid to the left. The referee waiting for this Clasico to get underway, to get ready, and here we go. It's Real Madrid, and you can hear the boos from the fans. It's Casemiro playing with Nacho, as we say, first possession for Real Madrid. The ball back to Thibaut Courtois playing in his own box. Looking for the long ball over to the right side for Gareth Bale. He's going to be one of the main threats. Barca with some pressure there to win the ball back, and it's Ivan Rakitic. Nice. Barca get their first touches in, Paul.
Yeah, now's the time to build up from the scratch, to keep the ball, to find the alternative, you know, to hurt them.
This is Rakitic who's going to be playing alongside Busquets. We can see Barca's tactic more or less. It is a 4-3-3 kind of, isn't it?
I'm very highly of Arthur. He's an absolutely great player, and it reminds me Xavi, not because he's short, but because the way that he understands the game.
That was Arthur getting involved, playing with Sergi Roberto. We've got the two centre-halves now, Piqué and Langlais. First Clasico for Langlais as well as Arthur.
Yeah, Langlais is a newcomer as well, and I think that it's more a Piqué profile, you know, more technique with a nice...
Oh, here come Real Madrid on the break. It's offside. Sorry, Paul, but Benzema was running towards ter Stegen, and that meant danger, but the assistant did raise his flag. You were saying, Paul?
Yeah, I was saying that Langlais, he has a very Piqué style, you know. He tries to build up nice and clean from the scratch, and yeah, we are so excited as well. It's going to be a great challenge for him.
Here's Jordi Alba sending a long ball through to Coutinho. He's onside, the cross looking for the far post. Sergio Roberto's going to run for it, but I don't think he'll be able to keep it in play. It's a throw-in for Real Madrid in an advanced position for Barca, so there's going to be some high pressure here by Rafinha, by Rakitic and Luis Suarez to try and complicate things for Julian Lopetegui's side. Real Madrid, who, by the way, have not been in the best of forms lately, Paul, have they?
Not really. Even the head coach, Lopetegui, he has a great question mark, you know, because he's performing pretty bad, and we will see what's going to happen after this game.
Here's Barca with possession at the moment. The team wanting to keep the ball. It's Rakitic in his own half. Barca looking for that left flank with Jordi Alba and Coutinho. Suarez back to Jordi Alba. He's in an advanced position. The ball goes back to Artur. And here's the Brazilian midfielder playing with Piqué. Barca switching things over to the right, but Piqué wants to send it over to Alba. Good run back by Gareth Bale there to chest the ball over to Courtois.
I'm quite surprised. I expect Madrid a little more higher, but if they are waiting for Barca, you know, in a very tight way, it's for a reason, you know. So let's see. At the beginning, the game is a little mellow. It's not very exciting, you know, in terms of chances and attempts and so on.
Here's Ramos with the long ball looking for the run of Benzema, but the ball goes straight into the hands of Marc-Andre ter Stegen, who, as you said in the pre-game poll, managed to keep a clean sheet against Inter Milan, and that's important. The team was saying, we heard Gerard Piqué, for instance, saying that we've been conceding goals too easily. Careful with that long ball by Jordi Alba looking for Suarez inside the box. We were talking about those clean sheets.
Yeah, it's always highly important, you know, to keep the goal, you know, your own goal zero. But above all, when you don't have the top scorer of your team, it's Messi, and they have to pay attention a lot, you know, to keep it safe, to don't allow Madrid to have chances.
At the moment, it's Artur putting pressure on Varane. Madrid playing in their own half over on the right side. This is Varane again. He's got the option of Courtois further back. Suarez making the run towards Courtois. Bale complaining there after bumping into Jordi Alba. The referee gives nothing and Barca wins the ball back. Here's Rakitic, Rafinha, Busquets. Barca combining beautifully in midfield. One touch, two touch. Here's Jordi Alba. He gets the bounce off of Nacho. Suarez trying to play the ball inside for Jordi Alba. Barca still has the ball. Coutinho's inside looking for the cross. Courtois managing to catch the ball.
I don't really like the way Barca is pressing after losing the ball. You know, it's the best time, you know, because you don't allow the other team to think, and even they are not organized to then defend you.
There's a foul now on Rafinha, and the fans are complaining. They want a yellow card on Sergio Ramos. That's the first one for the Real Madrid captain and centre half. The ball is in the centre circle. The referee is having a word with Ramos, but there'll be no yellow card.
Ramos has a lot of experience, and he knows that in the very beginning of the game, he's not going to get a yellow card. So he's
trying to mark his territory, kind of. Yes,
exactly. Pushing from the beginning, and then maybe he's going to be more aware about what he does.
Barca has the ball again at the moment, having the longer possessions against the Real Madrid side that's trying to come out, but sitting back in their own half mostly. Here's a long ball by Langley, not good enough to find Coutinho. There'll be a throw-in on the right side for Real Madrid.
Anyway, but I think that the first minutes of Barca are being great so far. So you have to keep having the ball, you know, keeping, taking, passing, and moving from one side to another to find the space to get more attempts.
At the moment, Real Madrid are kind of struggling to keep the ball, really. There's no sequence with more than 3 or 4 passes by the side, and even from the capital of Spain.
Even it doesn't look that they want the ball, you know? It's like maybe they are more waiting for Barca, you know, when he loses the ball, and then go to counter-attack than keeping it and building from the beginning.
Here's Busquets finding Rafinha, who plays it out wide to Sergio Roberto. Back to Rafinha. The ball is taken away from him by Toni Kroos, and Madrid will play from behind. Isco surrounded by 3 Barca players. Toni Kroos, they know how to do that as well. They're managing to keep the ball in spite of the Barca pressure. Casemiro, pressured by Rafinha. Sergio Roberto slides in to clear the ball.
Yeah, we don't have to admit that Madrid has skillful players above all in the midfielder. Isco, Kroos, Modric, even Marcelo. So
Here's a run by Gareth Bale. Piqué's chasing back. The cross by Bale finds Benzema with the volley inside the box. It's a first chance for Real Madrid. Left-footed volley by Benzema. Bale has switched sides. He's gone over to the left and he put in a cross to connect with the French striker. There was no trouble for Ter Stegen because it went high over the crossbar, but it is a first chance for Real Madrid.
That's what we were saying before, like Gareth Bale took a great run and then crossed the ball to the box. Unfortunately, Benzema missed the shot, but we have to pay attention of that.
We remind you that we're on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook Live. You're following El Clasico with us via the Football Club Barcelona social media channels. Here is Rafinha. Barca going into attacking mode. Rafinha over to the left with Jordi Alba. In front of him is Nacho. Rafinha back to Busquets. Pressure by Benzema. But Barca managed to keep the ball at the moment in their own half with Gerard Piqué, who's in the centre circle. Felipe Coutinho making himself available. Busquets, the run of Jordi Alba. This could be dangerous. He hasn't got Messi, but he can connect with other people inside the box. But there's a clearance by Casemiro, and here are Madrid on the run again. Gareth Bale beaten there by Clement Lenglet, who is applauded by the Barca fans. Barca looking sure at the back at the moment.
And it's very interesting the role that Rafinha is adopting, you know, as a free attacking role, that he's looking at the space. He's not on the wide, on the right side of the field, but he's, you know, moving between lines.
And at the moment, in comparison with the Inter game, we've got Rafinha playing more on the right and Rakitic on the left. It was the other way around the other day. I'm not sure if that's a tactical decision or whether they've just come up with that.
Yeah, I think that Rakitic and Arthur, they are switching because the role is pretty similar. So I think it's more something that it's going during the game, more than a position that they are trying to switch from the beginning.
Or maybe it is because Rakitic can be more on top of Luka Modric, who is slightly more creative than Toni Kroos, and that means that Arthur can pay more attention to attacking, maybe.
Yeah, that's another factor. They know each other pretty well. So Modric is a paramount player from Madrid, and Rakitic knows very well, so it could be a great way to defend him.
Here's the run by Jordi Alba. This one could be dangerous. He's got in behind the defense. Alba raises his head. He's got Coutinho with the goal. It's a goal for Barca. It's a goal for Felipe Coutinho, and the fans are roaring. 10th minute in the game, and it's a goal by Felipe Coutinho in his second Clasico. Excellent run by Jordi Alba in behind the defense. He waited for the right moment to find Felipe Coutinho, and Barca take the lead in the 10th minute. Paul, how amazing was that?
Absolutely fantastic. Jordi Alba got a great run and he passed back to Coutinho that he was alone. I'm so surprised about that. But he shot very well in the left side of the goal of Courtois. So amazing way to start a game. Barca is winning 1-0. And Madrid looks like shock right now.
Real Madrid will have to come back. The fans are chanting, the fans are delighted. Felipe Coutinho with his left foot inside the box, coming in from behind after an excellent Jordi Alba run. And here's pressure by Barca, but there's a foul called on Luis Suarez. It could have been a dangerous situation.
Suarez.
It's very similar, excuse me, Paul, to what happened in the last Clasico when Suarez got an early goal. Then that ended 2-2. It ended in a draw after a controversial sending off of Sergio Roberto right before half-time. But it is a similar start.
It's pretty similar, very similar. I was watching Suarez, how he pushed, you know, and...
Oh, and it's another good run. Here's Suarez. He's got Coutinho to his left, and Barca are in the box again. Here's Felipe Coutinho looking for an opening. This shot bounced off of the legs of a Real Madrid defender. Suarez wanted the ball back. Yeah, it was another good chance there.
I was saying that Suarez doesn't take anything for granted. So every single action he
Here comes Modric, sorry, ball. Gareth Bale with a weak shot with his left foot. Straight into the hands, no trouble for Marc-Andre ter Stegen. But Barca do need to be careful with that because Real Madrid, with space to run, are very dangerous.
Yeah. Bale's shot wasn't good enough, you know, to make an impact. But yeah, we have to take care of that because Madrid, when he runs behind the defense of the teams, they are very dangerous.
And right now, Barca would be 7 points ahead of Real Madrid, leading the table with 21 points. Real Madrid would be left out of European positions with 14.
That's not normal in the Spanish league. Yeah, number 4 for Madrid. Madrid is in a tough spot right now, and the head coach as well. I don't think if the game ends like this, he's gonna keep his spot.
And that was Felipe Coutinho's 4th league goal. You can hear the fans chanting for the team. Here's Suarez. Barca making a move forward. It's Rafinha. He's got Sergio Roberto to his right. There goes the ball. Roberto can put in a cross. Looking for the far post. Coutinho has to run back to be able to control that ball. He's got Nacho defending him. Here is Coutinho. The ball goes back to Jordi Alba. Barca are on the left. Is Jordi Alba. Coutinho. Now Artur. Back to Rakitic. Real Madrid with all 11 players in their own half.
Real Madrid is it's completely groggy, you know? It looks like they are not on the same page, you know? Barca from the scratch, they have the ball, they know how to play, what they want, and Madrid is senseless.
And Barca are being very dangerous, especially down that left flank, aren't they, with Coutinho. They've got Jordi Alba, who provided the assist in the first goal. And Real Madrid are struggling with Nacho and Bale on that side. The fans applauding because Barca are keeping possession. Yeah. And now the ball over to that left side again. Here comes Jordi Alba, who's playing more as a winger than as a fullback. 1-2 with Coutinho, which is intercepted by the Real Madrid defense. Now the Marcelo's got the ball.
You were right, Robert. Left side of Barca is the good one, you know, where they are like hurting Madrid. Coutinho and Alba, they have a lot of space as well, and they're creating the attempts.
And there's a harsh tackle now on Rafinha, who went flying. Referee says play on. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid on the left side of Marcelo. But after the goal, the best reaction has probably been Barca's. Barca have just kept going, haven't they? Real Madrid, as you said, are struggling to react.
Yeah, there is no time, you know, here to concede goals with space. It's a great team, and
here's Marcelo with a shot, and ter Stegen with a little bit of trouble.
You never know when Madrid is gonna, you know, wake up.
Well, things would have gotten complicated now if that shot had gone in. Ter Stegen had to react, and the ball ended up bouncing off of his chest. He looked like he had the situation under control. Oh, here's a good pass by Suarez. A bit too deep for Rafinha. Varane in time to react. But
Madrid, Rafinha is more midfielder. He's not a winger, not a forward, so he's not very fast. So he needs more the ball on the feet, you know.
Now Busquets looking for the run of Suarez, who wasn't ready for it. And the ball ended up in the hands of Thibaut Courtois. Real Madrid playing from behind. The boos are for Sergio Ramos, the Real Madrid captain, but he gives the ball straight to Sergio Busquets. Suarez trying to protect that position. The referee says get up. There's no foul. Suarez went to the ground. It looked like he was in advantage. And instead of going for the run, he tried to place his body in front of Ramos to protect that position. He went down to the ground. Referee said nothing was to be called. Here is Gerard Piqué. The fans roaring.
Fans are delighted because of the start of Barca.
There's a foul on Ivan Rakitic now. 17 minutes played. It's Barca 1, Real Madrid 0. We remind you that the goal scorer was Felipe Coutinho in the 10th minute, so An excellent start for Barca. Here's Artur Rakitic.
People were asking a little more for Coutinho before the game, and definitely he started really well. Even when I was taking a look at the warm-up, he was with Suarez, you know, like crossing some balls, and he was like adopting the playmaking role that Messi has. And I think that we need more of Coutinho. He's doing right now, and I think it's the tone that we have to follow.
We've got some fans asking us to put the camera on the field. Unfortunately, we do not have the rights to do that, so we're going to try and explain this as accurately as possible. Now Felipe Coutinho has the ball in midfield and gets away from Luka Modric with a lovely little move. Coutinho
fantastic
with Rakitic, and here come Barca on the attack. There's a through ball for Rafinha, who tries to cut inside to his better left foot, excuse me. But the ball was taken away from him. Oh, here's Artur on the edge. He can get a shot. Artur and Courtois, who flies in with a save. Artur very close to scoring Barca's second.
Great save.
Barca with pressure now. There's a free kick given to Real Madrid. What a chance, Paul, for Artur to score in his first Clásico. He went for the finish from the edge of the box for the top right corner with the inside of his foot. But Courtois did put in an excellent save, didn't he?
It looked like a pass, you know, and very, very precise. But Courtois took it very well. Pulled off the ball. He did a great save.
What a chance it was for Barca. Could have been 2-0 easily, but Thibaut Courtois is a top-level keeper, and that was a top-level save. Here's Bale making the run. Jordi Alba
be careful
running
here.
Back. Piqué having to slide in, and that is not a foul yet, but Benzema picks up the ball. Isco inside the box. Jordi Alba getting the touch, and Barca managed to clear the ball away. This could be a counter-attack now. What a foul on Rafinha. No yellow card, though, at the moment. It was going to be a clear counter-attack. Barca tried to play the ball quickly. The referee says it has to be done again.
Casemiro is a kind of a ruthless player, you know, that he tries to cut the counter-attacks of the team, no matter how.
Well, if you ask me, it could have been a yellow card because Barca were going on the counter-attack. Rafinha cut to his left. There was a sliding tackle. He was brought down. It was maybe a bit of intention of playing the ball, but little chance.
Probably it should have been, definitely. It should have been a yellow card for Casemiro.
No yellow cards issued at the moment. Barca trying to find Rafinha over on the right side. He has the support of Sergio Roberto making the run forward. Here's Rafinha. Suarez offering himself. Wasn't a good pass by Rafinha. Alcantara. Isco in a more defensive position, trying to bring the ball out. Nacho trying to get away from Coutinho, but the ball goes straight out of play. 20 minutes played. Barca 1, Real Madrid 0. Felipe Coutinho with his 4th goal in the league, giving Barca the lead at the moment.
Yeah, we have to remind you, the people that Nacho is replacing Carvajal. So yep. Carvajal is the one who usually starts, and as he's injured, he's not playing right now.
Suarez making himself available all the time. Here he is trying to provide the ball to Coutinho, who was making the run down the left side. Good recovery by Rafael Varane.
They were trying to do a 1-2 in the left side of Barca attacking position. Definitely the goal is in the left side of the Barca attacking
side, yes.
Yeah.
With Coutinho, with Jordi Alba, we were saying it before, that's where the goal came from. A good run by Jordi Alba, who waited for the best moment to make the cross to find Coutinho. Here's Coutinho, who tried the back heel pass. Sneaky little trick there to find Suarez, but there was no understanding between both players. Suarez didn't make the run, and Real Madrid have the ball now. Here's Karim Benzema, who's playing on the left a lot, isn't he? Here is Varane. Pressure by the Barca players. Busquets running towards Luka Modric. Here is Isco. Nacho making the run forward, yes.
Now they switch. Isco's in the right side, trying to get more the ball, to be more in contact. And Benzema is in the left. So they're trying to switch positions to figure out where are the alternatives to have the ball, you know, and react.
We've got a throw in for Real Madrid far forward in their attacking positions on the right. Barca defending well, and Jordi Alba winning the ball back. Now Coutinho has the ball. Sergio Busquets, Suarez, Rafinha on the left has to go down to the ground. And let's see who that ball will be for. Real Madrid, probably, yes. As the throw in.
Both players went to a tackle, and then the ball went out for Madrid.
Here's Toni Kroos. We've seen very little of him so far. Here's Marcelo. Also winning the ball back. Rafinha, Sergi Roberto. This is Artur, who has time to think, and that's always dangerous. Here he is. Artur making the run. No support over on the left side at the moment. He has to pass the ball back to Jordi Alba.
It's always great when Artur has space, because he has a clear mind, and from then he's able to choose the right option every time.
Once again, we've got the Barca anthem, a cappella, and Sergio Roberto making a run forward. This could be dangerous. Varane coming in for the tackle and winning the ball back cleanly. Just a bit of a heavy touch there for Sergio Roberto, not managing to find Coutinho.
He's a multi-talented player, and he used to play as a midfielder in the academy of Barca, and even when he came to the first team. When Luis Enrique took the head role of Barca, then he moved Roberto to the right side, and I think it was a great move for him, because he has a lot of pace. He's really good on the long run, and if you add how he thinks, how skillful he is, so. Right now is the starter of the right back of Barca, so that means a lot.
There's a foul given to Real Madrid now on the right. Bit of a long possession for Julian Lopetegui's side. Barca did have a bit of a good moment going on after the goal. Now things seem to have settled down. Real Madrid trying to find their place in the game after a few minutes of not knowing where they were or what to do. Here is Toni Kroos, pressured by Rakitic. Marcelo stuck to the left line, and the ball went out, so it's going to be a Barca throw-in. Marcelo not agreeing with that.
It seems like Madrid got a sense of awareness, you know. And okay, they are losing. They have to try to get the ball if they want to score and draw the match.
Langley trying to find Suarez, but instead the ball went straight to Toni Kroos, and here are Madrid in transition. Good sliding tackle by Sergio Roberto to impede Isco, who's got the ball now, but in a less dangerous zone. Piqué heading the ball away. Rafinha's going to fight to bring it down. Header over to Suarez, but Ramos tries the volley. That's very far away. No problems for Ter Stegen.
That's what Barca has to avoid, you know, because Lenglet, I think he tried to pass, but it was a risky pass. And Madrid is one of the key drivers. We were reviewing before in the warm-up that they're going to try to counter-attack every time they can. So Lenglet has to be more secure when he crosses these balls.
Now Barca struggling a bit more to bring the ball out of their own half. Here's Ter Stegen finding Busquets. Fans trying to push Barca forward. Here's Rakitic, Rafinha on the right side, in between Isco and Marcelo. He manages to do that successfully. Suarez back to Rafinha, the ball over to the left side. Here's Felipe Coutinho, he's got Jordi Alba further to the left. Here's Alba, the cross inside. Oh, Suarez is in an attacking position, and is that going to be a penalty? Not at the moment. Rafinha with the cross, and I think that should be reviewed. Ball still in play. It was a clear fall by Suarez. And now the flag is raised for offside, and we need to know whether this is going to be reviewed, because I think it was a very clear fall of Luis Suarez. We've got the screen in front of us. We're going to try and see if that was a penalty or not.
from the third ring of the stadium, we look at a penalty, but we need to check to the review, the replay.
Is it going to be reviewed? It seems like the referee is telling Sergio Busquets that it is. At the moment, Real Madrid would have the ball. We haven't seen a replay yet. Suarez fell down inside the box. He was in a position of advantage. Jordi Alba had made the cross. And question marks being raised at Camp Nou right now. Everyone looking at the referee, and it is going to be reviewed. Okay. It's going to be reviewed. VAR is going to come into action. The referee running over to the sideline.
Nobody knew what was going on.
Now we're going to see what is given. It's a clear fall by Suarez. We're looking at it on the screen right next to us. It's as if Varane collapses onto Suarez when he's got in touch with the ball. And that, in my opinion, should be a penalty. What is it going to be? Here comes the referee. And it's a penalty for Barca. The fans are roaring, and Suarez will have the chance to make it 2-0. He scored 4 in La Liga. He scored the other day against Sevilla from the penalty spot. And Barca have a chance to double their lead. Courtois on the line of goal. Suarez in front of him. 12 yards separate them. And here goes the Uruguayan for his 5th goal in La Liga. He knows what it is to score against Real Madrid. Here goes Luis Suarez, and it's a goal for Barca!
He do it. Yes!
Finished by Luis Suarez. To his left, to the right of the keeper. Just hitting the base of the post. And Barca make it 2-0 in the 29th minute. He made it happen with a penalty, and he scored. It's Barca 2, Real Madrid 0. And things are looking very good, aren't they, Paul?
The crowd is chanting Uruguay right now because they know how important he is for the team. He scores a great goal, a penalty kick, and we couldn't ask more for a Clásico. 2-0, minute 30, and Barca is running the game from the beginning.
The fans are delighted. Ole, ole, Barca, ole is the chant at the moment. We see if you can listen to it. Coutinho and Suarez the scorers, 2-0, just on the half-hour mark. Things looking very good for Barca. There's still a lot of time to go. There's over an hour to play. And both goals coming from that left side, Paul. Once again, Jordi Alba with the cross. This time a penalty on Luis Suarez. It had to be reviewed. It was given. And the first goal also came from an Alba play.
And it was another weird thing of this new season. The now penalties and the important situation of the game are reviewed for the through the VAR. And yeah, it was the first time I think at the Clásico that
it is the first Clásico with VAR.
With VAR, so definitely with a penalty kick through this new tool.
Jordi Alba wins the ball back after a bad pass. Here is Felipe Coutinho still in his own half, crossing the halfway line, finding Suarez in the middle. Busquets over to the left once again for who else? Jordi Alba. Forward pass for Coutinho. He's on the edge of the box. Inside now. Here is Coutinho with a left-footed cross, and it's going to be a corner kick for Barca. Real Madrid do not know how to answer to this at the moment.
Coutinho and Alba, they both performing outstanding this afternoon. They are creating a valuable situation for Barca to create attempts. And
here's the cross by Felipe Coutinho. Langley looking for the header. Cleared away by the Real Madrid defense. Rafinha put it back inside the box, but Thibaut Courtois was the first to get there.
And I was taking a look before as well to Rafinha, I had the opportunity to play with him when I was in the under-19 team in Barcelona, and he is extremely competitive. He knows very well when he has to be on shape, when he has to perform well, and definitely today, and the last game against Inter Milan, he did it. So he's taking advantage, you know, and he's using the opportunity that Valverde gave to him.
Well, it's a very sweet moment for Rafinha, isn't it? Because he had a terrible injury still in the Luis Enrique seasons. Then he found it hard to come back. He even went on loan to Inter Milan for the last 6 months of last season, and then came back in the summer. Worked hard, had a good pre-season. He's had a few minutes, but it hasn't been really until the Messi injury when we've seen him in this position. We saw him play well against Inter. He even scored, and he's doing well today as well, isn't he?
Yeah, but here he is. You know, he was preparing himself to be ready, to be on shape, to picture, you know, the opportunity, and now he's taking it. So we have to applaud Rafinha and say it loudly.
Ball back to Thibaut Courtois. Madrid playing from behind. Courtois looking for the long ball. It's Piqué who gets his head to it. It's going to be a throw-in for Real Madrid on the left side of their midfield. Here's Marcelo trying to play with Gareth Bale. Piqué slides in. That's going to be a foul on Bale. No yellow cards issued at the moment.
It was a hard tackle from Piqué to Bale.
Foul given for Real Madrid, you were saying, Paul? Excuse me.
I am quite surprised why the referee is not showing yellow cards.
Well, it's not been a very aggressive game at the moment, has it? But there have been a couple of fouls, especially one by Casemiro when Barca were going on the break. That could have been a yellow card. Maybe this Piqué one as well.
Yeah, but maybe on the other hand, you know, he's like raising the bar, you know, of aggressiveness.
Here is Piqué with the clearance. Now a foul is given on Barca as Piqué got his foot to it. And then Gareth Bale was late in the challenge. So Barca will have a chance to play from behind. Here's Ter Stegen over to the left for Jordi Alba. Valverde has to be happy at the moment with 10 minutes remaining in the first half with what his team has shown on the field. Here's Rakitic. Suarez, ball taken away from him, but there was a previous foul on Ivan Rakitic just on the halfway line.
Yeah, Barca now he has to keep having the possession of the ball, you know, and above all, try not to get the score and go to the half-time.
Oh, what a ball by Jordi Alba for Felipe Coutinho. Varane manages to get there just in time and clears the ball away straight out of play. Throw in for Barca.
Another throw-in from the left side of the Barca attacking side. So
the ball bounced off of the face of Isco right now after Artur was trying to make a pass back to Sergio Busquets. Here comes Coutinho making himself available to Jordi Alba. Another throw-in for Barca.
Definitely was our sweet spot, you know. It's been our sweet spot, the left one, with Coutinho and Alba and even Artur. You know, at the beginning we were saying that maybe Artur and Rakitic were streets. Now they are both in the right position, you know.
Once again, the run by Jordi Alba, the feed by Sergio Busquets. Here's Alba looking for the cross, and Suarez just about to get there on the edge of the small box. He didn't know whether to go with his right foot or his head. He got caught in between and let the ball pass. A good chance there for Barca.
Suarez was hesitating there, and it's quite weird because he smells, you know, of blood when he's in the box, just to score goal.
It's Barca 2, Real Madrid 0 at the moment. 37th minute of the first half. We have to keep reminding you that we cannot show you the game, that we do not have rights for that, and we'll be trying to bring you every little detail as accurately as possible. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter live. And this is Barca Match Center, soon only available on the Barca app and fcbarcelona.com. We've got lots of comments coming in from different countries. We've said Canada, we've said Peru, we've got Honduras, we've got Colombia as well, as Real Madrid are trying to make an attacking move. Here's the ball forward for Gareth Bale, who was unable to bring any more danger.
With not a lot of, you know, structure. Sometimes when they get the ball from Barca, they try to go, you know, higher and deeper, cutting lines, but not with a lot of intention.
Barca winning the ball back and trying to go in transition. There's a heavy foul on Coutinho now, and that should be a yellow card as well. There it is. Yellow card for Nacho, so that's 1-1 in yellow cards. Rakitic for Barca, Nacho for Real Madrid. Foul on the left-hand side of Barca's own half, just on the halfway line, really. Coutinho went down as Barca were trying to go on the break.
Referees have this policy when once there is a yellow card, they cannot go back. You know, it's like okay, every single foul, it's gonna be like, it looks like a yellow card, and he's gonna show the yellow card for both teams.
Got fans cheering from the Philippines as well. We've just got that message on Facebook Live. Here is the long ball by Piqué, the run by Luis Suarez, always fighting for it. Varane slides in and gives Barca a throw-in.
Great effort.
In an advanced position on the right flank.
Great effort from Suarez. He
never gives up, does he?
Never, never, ever. He's pushing a lot, and he knows that today, especially without Messi, that he has to play at his best.
Here is Sergio Roberto looking for options. Suarez making himself available, coming close. Roberto goes to the ground. No foul given. Sergio Roberto not happy about that one, complaining to the linesman now. Real Madrid have the ball. Isco. Rafael Varane. Artur putting on the pressure now. Courtois back to Rafael Varane. Madrid playing deep behind.
From Real Madrid's side, you look at Modric, Isco, that they are amazing players. They barely took the ball. So that's great for Barca, especially because they are so dangerous when they have it. So this is the line that Barca have to keep on.
Barca creating advantage once again with Jordi Alba. Here's Felipe Coutinho down the middle lane now. Coutinho trying to cut back. The touch by Toni Kroos, but Barca still has the ball. 5 minutes remaining until half-time. It's 2-0. Goals by Felipe Coutinho and Luis Suarez. That one was from the penalty spot. And Real Madrid will have to try and make some changes for the second half, because at the moment Barca has been the better team overall.
Absolutely. Now we were looking as well that Suarez comes wide on the right because Rafinha is more free.
Excellent challenge there by Artur, excuse me, Paul, because Barca has a chance to run, and it's Rafinha putting the ball through to Jordi Alba, but it's going to go to Thibaut Courtois. Just lacked a bit of accuracy, that pass by Rafinha, because Alba was making the run once again. Barca with the ball. It's Ivan Rakitic.
Nice nutmeg.
Foul by Casemiro. Play on, says the referee. Suarez. Rafinha, tackled by Isco. Rafinha to the ground. And it's a foul for Barca. This one could potentially be a set piece with a cross put inside the box. It's over on the right side of the attack. Rafinha's put it on the ground. Langley and Piqué moving forward and going into the box for a header.
It's a pity because the attempt, the move that Jordi Alba was doing before was absolutely fantastic, and maybe Rafinha needed a little more of smoothness, you know, on the pass. But it was a great move above all from Jordi Alba.
Well, Rafinha's going to be the one to put it inside the box. Here is the cross, headed away by Karim Benzema. Now Madrid can come out in transition, but Busquets wins the ball back cleanly, and Barca have it again. Suarez on the right side. He raises his head. He had an option inside the box. It was Gerard Piqué still hanging around there. Roberto with the header, Suarez again on the right side, another cross. Now this can connect with Piqué! He didn't get his body into the right position, and the header wasn't good enough. But what a chance, what a cross by Suarez.
What assist from Suarez.
And Barca have the ball again, good pressure. Rafinha on the edge, he can take the shot, it's gone wide. Excellent moments for Barca, good pressure. They win the ball back, and Rafinha with his left foot looks for the top left corner.
And Piqué, he's a senior back, you know, with attacking soul. He was there after the corner or the set piece, I don't remember. And Suarez crossed a beautiful ball. Unfortunately, Piqué didn't head well, but Barca is going.
And Real Madrid do not know where they are right now because Barca are putting on good pressure. They've won the ball back again, and it's a throw-in for Jordi Alba close to the corner over on the left side. Ball inside for Suarez, who protects it. Trying to combine with Artur. Madrid coming out now. This is Modric over to Isco. Barca need to be careful here. Tony Kroos. Long ball over to Gareth Bale, who almost fell to the ground. He managed to recover. And Jordi Alba almost taking the ball away. Throw in for Real Madrid, minute 43, 2-0 for Barca. It's an important moment not to concede now.
Absolutely. It's the most. It's always important, you know, not to concede. But also now we have to be smart and careful because avoid risk before.
And now the linesman has given a controversial foul in favour of Real Madrid. This could be dangerous. We said that they can be dangerous at the set piece, and now they've got a semi-corner kind of on the right side. Varane and Ramos coming forward.
They are really good in this aspect. Let's see how Barca is going to defend the set piece.
Well, it's going to be crossed inside by the German midfielder Toni Kroos. See Varane, we can see Ramos inside the box, also carrying Benzema, Nacho as well. No Barca players outside of the box.
Yeah. Barca is doing an individual mark with two players that are free to get the ball.
Referee gives the go-ahead. Here's the cross by Toni Kroos. Isco with the volley after the Barca clearance. And now there could be a dangerous counter-attack. Here comes Felipe Coutinho. Players running forward. It's Suarez. He's got two to his left. Here goes Suarez. He didn't make the right decision.
Now
he was ambitious. He went for a very complicated lob shot over Thibaut Courtois. He had, I think it was Rafinha and either Artur or Jordi Alba to his left.
Maybe because of the fact that we are in the almost to the halftime, maybe Suarez didn't have, you know, enough oxygen to think clear and make the best decision.
And we're just about half a minute away from halftime. Quickly, Paul, what did you think of this first half?
Barca was absolutely fantastic. He was better from the very beginning. Referee is whistling right now.
And that is the final whistle of this first half. We're going to be right back with you when the second half starts. It's Barca 2, Real Madrid 0 at halftime. And it's half-time, Paul. 2-0, as we were saying. Felipe Coutinho and Luis Suarez, the scorers. It's been a great first half by Barca.
Absolutely. Barca was far better than Madrid. Above all, the left side of Barca with Jordi Alba and Coutinho was the sweet spot. And I have to keep having the ball moving from one side. Look.
Well, the Barca players are just about to jump onto the field for this second half. The Real Madrid players are already on it. And Paul, you wanted to talk to me at halftime about a few of the statistics you were showing me. Barca have clearly been the better team. They've had more possession. They've had more shots, I think. So let's just talk about that while the players are gradually making it onto the field. We'll see if there are any substitutions as well. You've got some of the stats, Paul.
I can figure out that Lucas Vázquez from Madrid is gonna be on the field. It's weird because probably he was warming up indoors, and he's out and he's replacing. I cannot see it from
I'm not sure
here.
because we'll see if we've got
maybe Varane. Maybe Varane.
Substitution. Yeah, because I think Nacho's now.
Yeah, Nacho's a senior back, and I think that Lucas Vazquez is gonna take the right back position.
Yeah. We can see the sign now. It's number 5 for number 17. That means that Rafael Varane will stay in the dressing room now at half-time, and Nacho will move into centre half. Lucas Vazquez will be playing as the right fullback. The first possession in this second half will be for Barca. They'll be attacking to the left side of your screen if you're watching this live, and Real Madrid will be attacking to your right. Luis Suarez ready to put the ball in play, and the second half is underway. Here is Barca with the first possession of the second 45 minutes. It's Sergio Roberto on the right side with Rafinha. Real Madrid trying to put some pressure on Barca. Marcelo wins it back and loses the ball in front of Sergio Busquets. No foul given in spite of the Marcelo foul. Here is Coutinho. Alba. Fans gradually, excuse me, Paul, making it back to their seats, you were saying?
Yeah, I'm taking a look at the statistics of the first half. Both teams took 5 shots on target, but the main difference is Madrid took 4 out of 5 from outside the box. So with a lot of intention, you know, at the end of the day, it counts as an attempt, but you cannot.
Here's Rakitic who can take the shot. Sorry, Paul. It went far from the goal of Thibaut Courtois, but Rakitic always fancies a shot when he's got an opening. We've seen him score some spectacular goals this season, like the one he scored against Sevilla or the one against Tottenham as well at Wembley.
That one was absolutely fantastic. It was like a kind of Caesar shot. Rakitic, I think he's a he's a very versatile player, multi-skillful, but he's a kicker. You know, he kicks very, very, very well from all the sides, but above all from out of the box. That maybe Barca players, they don't tend to have this skill.
We haven't got any Barca players warming up at the moment. We've got Silasson, Semedo, Dembele, Malcolm, Munir, Arturo Vidal and Chumi, the Barca B player, on the bench. So we'll see if Ernesto Valverde needs any of them during this second half. 2 Real Madrid players doing some warm-up exercises. I can see Marco Asensio, who's always dangerous, definitely.
Yeah. Valverde, he's not a big fan of doing subs during the game. And even he tries to, you know, extend as much as he can. As things goes well, he prefers to stay with the same lineup. It's a way of, you know, approaching the game. It's his style.
Real Madrid with the ball after a bad Suarez touch through the legs of Jordi Alba. It's Gareth Bale. Isco with his chest over to Toni Kroos. Barca with the pressure, and
nice
here
pressure.
comes Suarez, but the foul is given. Suarez had won the ball back, and there were 3 Barca players running forward. It could have been dangerous.
Yeah.
The referee blew his whistle.
Barca has to keep in mind the Clásico that took place last year, and it was the 2-0 in the first half, and then Madrid draw. So it was a different scenario because Barca was in a very high position in the league. But it's always great to learn from the past. You know?
From the past, exactly. Yes, Barca are 2-0 up. Felipe Coutinho and Suarez the scorers, and Real Madrid looking just a little bit better maybe in this second half, in these first 3 minutes. That doesn't mean that Barca isn't having the ball, but maybe Real Madrid putting up a bit more of a challenge. Here's a dangerous cross by Marcelo, and Clement Lenglet gets just in time to put his head and clear the ball away as Benzema was looking for the chance.
Well done, Lenglet there, because
good recovery.
Yeah, and he didn't know what had at his back, you know, and it's better to throw the ball out of the game instead of taking risk, unnecessary risks.
Real Madrid have the ball now. This is Casemiro, but it's a bad pass, and Barca have a chance in transition. Suarez with the ball. He's got Rafinha, he's got Artur, Coutinho as well. Rakitic to his right. There goes the ball, but good interception by a Real Madrid defender.
Awful pass from Casemiro without any sense in the middle of the
field, yeah, and it was kind of the origin of the Barca break as Marcelo makes the run forward. This is Gareth Bale, back to Benzema. He's got Lucas Vázquez to his right. Barca running back now. Here is Isco inside the box, across. Marcelo on his chest, and Real Madrid have scored. It's 2-1. It's Marcelo, and we did say that they were looking just a little bit better in this second half. Lucas Vázquez giving them depth down the right flank. The cross inside was finally by Isco, and Marcelo had to bring the ball down on his chest, then finished with his right foot from point-blank range. Nothing that Ter Stegen could do. We're watching the replay now on one of the screens we've got in front of us.
Yeah, it was too hard for Ter Stegen.
Ter Stegen had gone down to try and intercept the cross.
It was a nice cross from Madrid, and then Marcelo, he has you know, he's very skillful, and
he has got a goal-scoring instinct, hasn't he? He
yeah,
scored last week.
Attacking instinct.
Yeah.
He's a left back with attacking instinct, and yeah, he even can play as a winger because he has the features to do it.
Let's see what Barca's reaction is after that Real Madrid goal. It's an early goal in the second half. We'll see how that affects Valverde's side. Here's Sergio Busquets running towards Ernesto Valverde to talk with his coach. Throw in for Barca on the left side. Jordi Alba looking for options. Alba.
Football is anything but predictable, you know. And the first half was completely Barca half, and right now Madrid refresh themselves in the during the halftime, and they have just scored a goal, and we will see what's going to happen in the second half. Maybe everything changed, but we will see. Right now Barca has to recover from the situation.
There's a foul on Rakitic, who managed to play the ball forward to Suarez. He's gone 1-on-1 on Casemiro. Could be a corner kick for Barca, and it is going to be. Bit of tension now between Suarez and Casemiro. There's a yellow card on Gareth Bale for a previous foul on Ivan Rakitic. Busquets going once again to talk to his coach. Corner kick for Barca on the left-hand side of the attack. Coutinho is going to be the man in charge, placing it inside the box or playing it short with Artur, who's coming.
Yeah, now the game is a little up in the air, you know, because Madrid has just scored, Barca is winning, but a little shocked because of the...
Here comes the cross by Coutinho, goal, but Thibaut Courtois managing to catch that, and now Isco making the run forward. Chasing back is Jordi Alba. It's 3 against 3. Barca trying to get back as quickly as possible. Isco inside to Benzema, who took the ball away from Toni Kroos, I think. And now Barca are the ones who are going to run. Here is Artur, slowing things down. He lost the ball. Taken away by Kroos. Isco over to the left. Here's Benzema defending him. Is Sergio Roberto. Can Benzema put the cross inside? Gareth Bale trying to turn around. Well defended by Clement Lenglet. Barca needs to get it out of its box. Is Rafinha.
Nice control from Rafinha.
And here come Barca. Suarez with the turn, trying to put the ball through the legs of Ramos. Unable to do so. Real Madrid,
is
win it back.
Pushing right now.
Isco on the left side, defended by Roberto. Here is Isco again protecting the ball. Modric.
About 4-1 there pressing, you know, the first half Madrid was more waiting for Barca, and right now it's completely opposite. They are going forward to press Barca, and Barca has to figure out how to solve this.
There's been a foul by Clement Langlais on Gareth Bale, so potentially there could be a chance to put the ball inside the box. Toni Kroos, always a player with great accuracy in those situations.
Set pieces again.
Set pieces again. We know how dangerous Ramos can be. Here comes the cross by Toni Kroos. At the far post is Gareth Bale. The header by Rakitic. Benzema trying to get the volley. Barca managed to clear, but not to keep possession. Here's Marcelo making the deep run. Marcelo with the cross, and Ramos with a header over the goal of Ter Stegen. Another chance for Real Madrid, and Barca have not come out as strong as they did in the first half. The fans try to encourage the players. Here's Sergio Busquets. A bit of trouble there as he gives the ball to Toni Kroos. This is Gareth Bale, and here comes Modric with a shot, and it's at the post.
Modric hit the post, and
that was very close.
Very close.
Barca
to the draw.
Playing with fire right now. Busquets made a bad pass, and that gave Real Madrid the chance to create a quick attacking situation. Modric had a shot from the edge of the box, and it hit the post.
Yeah, Busquets, he is a fantastic player, and he's one of the pillars of the team, and he's like a kind of compass for Barca, you know, to know how to play. But sometimes in this situation, I think it's not necessary to take this risk.
Here come Real Madrid again, once again down that left flank. It's Isco inside the box, and that's a bad shot. It's going to go straight out for a throw-in.
It's throwing, yeah. Not the best
it's
shot.
Barca ball right
not the
next
best,
to the corner flag.
Not the best shot from Isco.
No, not. I'm sure he wasn't expecting to do that. The fans are trying to be loud. They're trying to encourage the team. 11th minute of the second half, it's 2-1. We remind you that this is Barca Match Centre. We're live at Camp Nou. We can't offer you the streaming of the game, the images. Oh, here comes Isco inside the box again. And Alba trying to get the ball out of a dangerous situation, but Real Madrid win it back. Lucas Vázquez. Now, Lopetegui's side look like the stronger team. Barca is winning, though. As I was saying, we remind you that this is Barca Match Centre. We're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're on Twitter. All of the official social media channels of FC Barcelona. Here come Real Madrid attacking again. Benzema cuts inside to his right foot, and the ball bounces off of Piqué, I think. It's going to be a corner kick for Real Madrid. And we see that Valverde has sent a first player out for warm-ups. It's Ousmane Dembele.
Yeah, maybe right now Barca needs more reaction.
Cross inside by Isco, excuse me, ball. Rakitic clears it away for another corner kick.
During the half-time, we were saying that Madrid needed to shake a little the game, and probably Barca have to picture this right now.
Well, the 15 minutes of half-time have definitely benefited Real Madrid more than they have done for Barca. And now Isco produces a very bad cross, which goes straight out of play. That will give Barca some time to breathe, to get themselves back into the right positions. Here's Ter Stegen. He has Langlais to his left and Piqué to his right. He probably will have to look for a longer ball because Real Madrid have lots of men in their opposing half, but Barca try to play from behind. Coutinho. Suarez is going to bring it down. Here is Felipe Coutinho. In the centre circle is Rakitic, who goes down. There's a foul on the Croatian midfielder. Barca managing to move forward after a few minutes of Real Madrid constantly attacking and keeping the Barca defense very deep.
Yeah, at least Barca right now in the halfway. Barca has to try to keep the ball right now. It's like a balloon of oxygen, you know, when you are getting
struggling.
Yeah, you're struggling. You are not in the great mood of the game. So, okay, be honest with your style. Keep the ball again, and switch things.
Foul on Suarez now on the centre circle. Here comes Rakitic. Barca playing already. Here's Rafinha. Back to Sergio Roberto. Busquets. Forward to Rakitic. This is Suarez. Jordi Alba on the left. One of his first runs in the second half. Artur is inside the box. Wasn't a good touch, but he manages to keep the ball in play for Barca. Here is Jordi Alba inside the box once again, trying to find Suarez. Alba can win it back. Here is Alba again, and Barca are close to Real Madrid's box. Here is Coutinho through the legs to Rakitic, who's had a couple of bad passes now, and the fans are getting a bit nervous, but here come Barca again. Coutinho switches it over to Rafinha, who's on the right side. Sergio Roberto comes close to him. Here's Rafinha back to Busquets. Barca looking for the empty space.
That's what Barca needs. You know, have this...
Just to keep Real Madrid there. Rakitic inside to Sergio Roberto. He's fed Suarez. It's in the post. It's in the post. And Barca could have scored their third. What an excellent run by Sergio Roberto. First touch to Suarez, then on the volley, the Uruguayan hit the post. So close.
What a ball from Rakitic, I think.
And Barca are still attacking, by the way.
You know, when all the midfielders they are like in the line, and they are moving the ball with speed from one side to the other. Then players such as Roberto, Suarez, they can go deeper, and break the Madrid wall.
What a chance it was there for Luis Suarez. The feed coming from Rakitic, who played an excellent ball to Sergio Roberto. Roberto passed it back to Suarez, and on the volley, the Uruguayan had to react quickly.
Suarez was very close.
Hit the post.
So it's the post, unfortunately.
We're going to see it now on the screens. Let's see, there's no offside.
No offside. Beautiful ball from Rakitic.
So close.
Fantastic run, Roberto, and then Suarez hit the post.
There it is, again. Now Real Madrid are making the run forward. It's Luka Modric, defended by Artur. Lucas Vazquez overlapping him. Vazquez with the cross, manages to connect with Isco. Rafinha running back. Marcelo, the goal scorer for Real Madrid, very early in the second half. Inside Isco, was that offside? The referee says no. Barca with the ball, and Rafinha falls to the ground. There was no foul. Isco inside the box, and Piqué getting his body in the way. And now Rafinha knows he made a mistake. He's apologising to the rest of his teammates. There was an offside, by the way. There will be no corners. Piqué reacted quickly.
Anyway, Piqué was ready to block the shot.
But Real Madrid are being dangerous in the second half. We've got another player warming up. I think it's Nelson Semedo, from what I can see from here. So we've got Dembele and Semedo.
Yeah, both, two of them.
Ter Stegen is going to play the ball from behind. Barca moving their players forward, trying to get the Real Madrid players away from Ter Stegen's box.
And we were seeing Piqué trying to encourage Rafinha, you know, when the hard times come, players such as Piqué or Suarez or Busquets with more experience, they have to take a step forward.
Here come Barca
and lead by example.
The team was coming out on the break, but a previous foul had been given, or an offside. So Real Madrid have the ball now. Toni Kroos, 2-1. Coutinho and Suarez for Barca, and Marcelo for Real Madrid early in the second half. Barca
throw in for Barca.
Back, throw in for Barca on the right side for Sergio Roberto. 18th minute in the second half. Here is Sergio Roberto under pressure. Marcelo came to defend him. Here is Langley. Space to run. Forward to Coutinho. Good control there by Felipe Coutinho. Artur, quick touch over to Sergio Busquets. Now Busquets has time to think. Alba had made the run forward and now said he was expecting it. Here is Coutinho. Coutinho inside to Jordi Alba, the volley! And it's gone wide. Is it going to be a corner? Yes, it is. Alba.
What a nice...
against Inter Milan. And he came very close right now.
What a nice move first from Alba, because movements are not for nothing, you know. It was to create a space and for Coutinho to have the ball to look
to think, basically.
Exactly, to think, and then Alba was over there. He crossed the ball, and unfortunately, he was near.
To it inside for Felipe Coutinho, excuse me, Paul. Clearance by the Real Madrid defense. Rafinha goes for the challenge, and he collided into Toni Kroos as both players went for the header. Foul given for Real Madrid. So Barca have had their two most dangerous chances really in the second half via Luis Suarez and via Jordi Alba, both with volleys. Now Real Madrid will play from behind. It's going to be Thibaut Courtois. And I think that Nelson Semedo has been called over to the bench, so we'll see if he is the first player to come in as a replacement. We'll see who will be substituted. Piqué clearing with his left foot. Up in the air. Artur wins the challenge. Run by Luis Suarez. Excellent ball by Ivan Rakitic. Suarez trying to put the ball over Casemiro. The Real Madrid player got the best of him. Barca are going to win it back. Here is Suarez again. And it's going to be a corner kick for Barca. Excellent effort there.
Excellent Suarez.
Fighting Suarez.
During the whole match, he's going and going over and over again. And I think if I had to make a bet, I would say that Rafinha is going to be the player that is going to be out, and Semedo probably is going to take the right back, and Roberto
is going to move forward.
He's going to move forward. Yeah.
Coutinho there to take the corner kick. The ball inside, straight into the hands. No trouble for Thibaut Courtois, and Real Madrid want to run. Here is Karim Benzema. No one in front of him at the moment. He's crossed the halfway line. He has Isco to his right. There goes the ball. Alba going in there to defend Isco. Rafinha with some help, and Barca manage to break that Real Madrid counter-attack. Good run back, both by Jordi Alba and then Rafinha. Throw in for Real Madrid on the right side.
Alba is a relentless player. He's always running all the left side of Barca. So we are so lucky to have a player like him, because he helps a lot the other players when things doesn't go well as well.
Marcelo on the left side. Real Madrid in their own half at the moment. Toni Kroos under pressure. Back to Thibaut Courtois. Casemiro is playing almost as a centre half.
Yeah, we
Jordi Alba with some pressure on Isco, but the ball gets to Lucas Vázquez, who has some space to run right now. Rakitic trying to get back. Here's Lucas Vázquez with the cross, and Real Madrid have almost scored the equaliser there. Benzema really incomprehensively.
It was a nice move of Madrid.
Didn't put the ball in the goal. And Barca are going to make the replacement that you predicted, Paul. Yeah. There's the chance again. Great cross by Lucas Vázquez, and Benzema was so close. It went just breezing over the crossbar. What an excellent chance for Real Madrid.
He was so close, Benzema, to score.
So Rafinha's going to leave the field, applauded by the fans, and in comes Nelson Semedo in just a minute. So Sergio Roberto is going to move into a more advanced position.
Honestly, I think that Jordi Alba didn't have to step forward before, you know, because he left his back to Lucas Vázquez. And then he has the space to run and to cross the ball, and Benzema was really close to equalize the game.
Roberto with the header over to Suarez, who's going to try to play with Felipe Coutinho. Here comes the run by Coutinho on the left. He's got the ball. Coutinho with a left-footed cross, cleared away by the recovering Real Madrid player. It's Sergio Busquets, Barca in possession. Semedo, first touch. Here is Sergio Roberto. Rakitic.
We need
Busquets trying to
available.
Yes.
Yeah, we need a little more of Coutinho for this second half, because he's a player that have the ball and he dribbles very well. You know, after Messi, I think is the second best player in Barca that dribbles, and it's always fantastic for a team to have a player like him.
Real Madrid have the ball at the moment, 24th minute of the second half, 2-1. We remind you that the goals for Barca were scored by Coutinho and Suarez. Marcelo for Real Madrid in the second half. And that we're on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook Live. All of the official media channels for Football Club Barcelona very soon, only on the Barca app and fcbarcelona.com. Here come Barca moving forward. Over to the right is Sergio Roberto. Suarez making the run inside. Roberto on the edge is Suarez, who loses the ball. Taken away from him by Toni Kroos. Real Madrid trying to move their men forward. Marcelo over to Gareth Bale on the right side, down with his chest. And over to Lucas Vázquez. Back to Bale. Defended by Langley. Nacho. In the centre circle is Toni Kroos. It's time to think. The ball's going to go over to the left, and it's offside.
Offside, yeah.
Play disallowed. The flag had been raised.
Madrid has much more possession in this second half. He's running the game, we could say that. And yeah, Barca is not as shocked as at the beginning because it was a completely change from the first half. But then with the appearance of Semedo, it's like a symptom, you know, like to have more control. Above all, Valverde doesn't want to get the score, so that's his main goal right now, and he's gonna put the players and the guidelines to act like this.
A second substitution is being prepared on the Barca bench. Ousmane Dembele lacing up his boots. We've seen in the last few words from Ernesto Valverde. We'll see who the player that's going to be replaced is. Foul on Casemiro by Luis Suarez. A little shove there by the Uruguayan as he tried to win the ball. I think Valverde maybe has realised that the game has gone more box to box. Maybe he needs a player who can make fast runs.
Yeah, and even Madrid was pressing Barcelona to 1-by-1, you know, just leaving three defenders in the back line to the three forwards of Barca. And Ter Stegen just have the option, you know, to cross the ball to the attacking line.
Here's Artur, who's struggling to get more involved in the second half. Now Jordi Alba slipped at the very worst time. Here comes Rakitic to win the ball back as Lucas Vázquez tried to find Isco. Semedo, who luckily gets out of a complicated situation. He seemed to have slipped as well, but so did Marcelo. Now the run is by Sergi Roberto. He's in an advantage. In a situation of advantage, it looked like it, but finally lacked just that little bit of speed. And the ball went into the hands of Courtois.
Roberto was close, and he can play pretty much in every position of the field. I don't think as a senior back, but the other position, I think that he played at least once in his career.
We haven't seen him as goalkeeper yet, but let's not say no to that option. Okay, so we've got a throw-in for Barca and a second substitution. Felipe Coutinho is going to be replaced by Ousmane Dembele, the scorer of Barca's first goal. Running off of the field. With 17 minutes remaining, in comes Ousmane Dembele.
Coutinho looked a little tired, you know, exhausted during the second half, and probably this is one of the reasons Valverde took him out of the field.
There's Toni Kroos. Back to Ramos. Here is Real Madrid playing over on the left side. The cross inside, looking for the run of Benzema. Ter Stegen with no problems to control that ball. Alba. Also with a few more doubts now when bringing the ball out.
Great.
Because of the good pressure by Real Madrid, but now they've found an opening, and here comes Ousmane Dembele. He's got Sergio Roberto on the right. There goes the ball. Sergio Roberto, Suarez in the middle. Sergio Roberto inside. Suarez with a header. It's a goal! It's a goal for Barca! Luis Suarez with his second of the afternoon. In transition, Dembele made it happen. He found Suarez on the right. Sergio Roberto on the right, excuse me, and it's an accurate cross by Roberto. Suarez didn't miss it this time, Paul.
Absolutely fantastic. Everything is starting out when Alba crossed the ball to Dembele with a tons of space. He starts running through the Madrid backline, and then he opened the ball to Roberto, who crossed a fantastic ball to Suarez, who had the ball
Excellent.
to the back of the net.
There it is. What a great cross, and what a difficult header that is. He didn't even jump. He's got both of his feet on the floor. It's a quick reaction by Suarez, accurately put inside of the net. And it's Barca 3, Real Madrid 1, with 15 minutes remaining in the game. And Suarez, we said before the game, he had to be the team's leader today. He had to be the courage of the team. And he has been. Second goal of the afternoon for Luis Suarez, and playing hero for Barca now.
He's doing it. He didn't have time, he didn't have space, but when you're a top-notch striker, you know that every single attempt that you have to make the most to score, and Suarez did it. So well done Suarez, well done Barca.
Well done Sergio Roberto, well done Dembele as well. I mean, it was Alba who found Dembele. Barca was struggling to bring the ball out because of the Real Madrid pressure, but Alba got a good touch into Dembele. Then he had space to run down the middle. He had options, found Sergio Roberto on the right. And then, I mean, it's kind of difficult to describe because it's not a typical header. It's not a typical situation. It's a cross from just outside of the box by Sergio Roberto. Very low. And Suarez just manages to turn his head and put the ball into the back of the net. Now there's a bit of controversy there because Suarez is probably going to be booked. I think that it's Nacho who's on the ground.
Suarez, he's still excited of the goal, of the couple of goals that he has just scored to Madrid.
He is apologising to Nacho. I honestly didn't see that tackle because I was looking the other way, something I shouldn't have been doing. But Real Madrid are going to make a second substitution meanwhile. Gareth Bale, booed by the fans. In comes Marco Asensio, who's a very dangerous player as well. Barca having a little bit of time to breathe after that explosion of joy with the Luis Suarez goal. I mean, I'll stress it again. It's not an easy header because it's a very low ball by Sergio Roberto, and he has to just quickly turn his head around.
It was a sophisticated movement for Suarez, and even it wasn't a typical Barca movement.
Careful, because here comes Barca again, but Thibaut Courtois is going to get to the ball first.
It wasn't a typical Barca movement, you know. It's more to combine, to pass on the ground, to do like 1-2, not this kind of weird, you know, crushing. But definitely it's a goal as well, and Suarez and Roberto did it great.
Well, I mean, I don't want to jinx this or anything, but I'm going to be ambitious. I want a Luis Suarez hat-trick. He's in form, and Barca have a chance to run now because Real Madrid are going to move forward. So, in those transitions, I want a Luis Suarez hat-trick.
And if he has the option, I'm sure
he wants it as well.
Yeah.
What a great week it is for Suarez as well, because he became a father for the third time, I believe. So we congratulate him for that, and we congratulate him for these 2 goals today when there's a foul on Lucas Vázquez now, committed by Jordi Alba.
He did a great assist as well against Inter.
That is true as well, yeah, to provide the first goal to Rafinha.
Yeah.
So all in all, not a bad week for Luis Suarez.
Not at all.
Okay, so 12 minutes remaining, plus added time. And Real Madrid are down 3-1. Barca are up 3-1, that means. 2 goals by Suarez, 1 by Coutinho. Marcelo scored for Real Madrid. The white side have the ball at the moment, but Dembele puts in his boot to intercept. Here's Toni Kroos back to Casemiro. Long ball looking for the run of Lucas Vázquez down the right. Benzema. Good little touches there by Benzema and Luka Modric, but Barca making it complicated for Real Madrid. Nacho.
But you can see that Benzema on the other half, you know, Madrid side, he's not a proper striker, you know. He's more someone who plays for the team, not as imagine Suarez that every time he has the target.
And Barca are on the run again. Here comes Rakitic down the middle. He's got Sergio Roberto, he's got Suarez to his right. There goes the ball. Suarez is going to put the ball inside. Roberto with a header. And how beautiful would it have been if we'd have gotten a reverse goal of what the third one was. Suarez with a cross, Roberto with a header, but it wasn't good enough this time.
It was a similar situation. One Barca player running towards Madrid, the defensive line, opening right to the right side of Barca, and then crossing the ball, and Roberto's not Suarez like heading ball, so probably this is one of the reasons we didn't have the same outcome.
And I think that the ball has been put out of play right now because Marcelo cannot continue. Marcelo went down to the ground a couple of seconds ago when Real Madrid were attacking before the Barca counter-attack, and he's limping off, so there'll have to be a third substitution for Real Madrid. He'd had some trouble with some injuries right before the game. He was a question mark right until today, I believe.
Exactly.
And
so probably this is the reason that he's
and Real Madrid are going to go full on in an attack because Marcelo's the player leaving, but the one coming on is Mariano, who's a striker. So we'll see how that affects the team. They were already playing kind of with three defenders, with Nacho, Casemiro, and Ramos. Marcelo leaves. In comes Mariano.
Even before they tried to play with three defenders in the back line, Nacho, Casemiro, and Ramos, and then Lucas Vázquez as a kind of more winger with a lot of space, and Marcelo in the other side.
Real
so
Madrid winning the ball back with pressure now. Benzema over to Isco with the shot. Oh, it's Asensio, excuse me. It wasn't Isco, it was Asensio. Sorry.
So I think that right now Asensio's going to takes
the role of Marcelo.
Right, and then Mariano and Benzema, they're going to be up front.
And Barca are preparing a third substitution as well as Clement Langley plays a long ball there. Sergio Roberto's going to win it back, and he's going to feed Suarez. Here comes Suarez, he's going to go one-on-one with Courtois. Suarez with a little dink, and it's a goal!
Absolutely fantastic!
It's a goal for Suarez! We wanted a hat-trick, and we've got one!
Absolutely.
Luis Suarez! What a finish!
Unbelievable!
Thibaut Courtois! Sergio Roberto with the effort to win the ball back, then the assist to Suarez, and it's a beautiful little finish. Uruguayo screams the fans, and Barca are 4-1 ahead. Bulk of it, how amazing is that?
Unbelievable, Sergio Roberto to the second play, cross the ball to Suarez, and then what a touch.
What a touch, there it is. We're going to see it on the screen.
What a Messi's touch.
Bad control by Sergio Ramos, who tries to bring it back down on his chest. Sergio Roberto gets the best of him, and then little dink by Suarez.
What a Messi's touch.
A hat trick.
Yeah.
And the fans are roaring.
Fantastic.
Third substitution for Barca, by the way, is Arturo Vidal is going to come in, and Artur is going to be the player who's replaced. Ramos knows he's made a mistake, and Barca are surely going to win these 3 points now.
I'm pretty sure as well.
What an excellent afternoon. What an excellent debut for us as well here on Barca Live Match Centre. We're on YouTube, we're on Facebook, and we're on Twitter, and I'm sure all of the fans that can't watch the game and are following us are enjoying this thoroughly.
Barca's rolling the Clásico again against Madrid, the rival, you know, and it's gonna be a high dose of positivism, energy for all the Barca fans across the world.
And I don't think we'd said this during our commentaries. We talked about it definitely before the game. Barca hadn't won their last 3 Clásicos here at Camp Nou. So Barca back on the winning side of this great game. And what a way to do so. Through ball by Dembele in for Arturo Vidal, who is going to make his first attacking move of the game. Barca win it back, but it's a foul for Real Madrid.
Yeah, Arturo Vidal replaced Arthur. It's a substitution that Valverde usually does, probably because Arthur maybe is not used to having 2 matches per week, you know. He comes from another league, another dynamics, so probably he has to get used to that. And above all, because right now he wants to have a more solid team, and with Arturo Vidal, probably he's gonna have it.
Real Madrid attacking as Barca win the ball back. The Barca fans chanting the anthem a cappella. Sergio Roberto trying to get to the ball, but it's going to be Casemiro who takes control of it. Here is Toni Kroos. And now 5 minutes remaining in the game, plus added time. We'll see how much is added on. 4-1, 3 substitutions for each team. Not much went on apart from that.
I think the referee is gonna show 3 more minutes for the extra time. It's what they usually do
when the conventional.
The conventional. I think that referee is gonna play safe in that.
Barca are running again. Suarez over to the left for Dembele, who can go one-on-one. Is he going to wait for someone? Dembele with a beautiful little touch for Arturo Vidal, back heel. Barca now keeping possession. Semedo on the right. Back to Sergio Roberto. And the fans chanting, ole, ole!
Big time right now at the Camp Nou. Madrid is chasing shadows.
Alba, Dembele, Alba again, Arturo Vidal, ball taken away from him, but just momentarily. Here is Rakitic. Dembele manages to stretch and keep that ball in play. He's going to go inside the box. Here's Dembele with a cross. Arturo Vidal with a header.
Absolutely fantastic.
Arturo Vidal. And it's a 5th goal for Barca. We're delighted. Barca 5, Real Madrid 1. And things look complicated at the beginning of the second half. But how has this ended? Oh my God. The fans are raising their hands with the number 5. Number 5. 3 for Suarez, 1 for Coutinho, and now 1 for Arturo Vidal. And he scored his first game. He scored his first goal as a Barca player. And what a game to do so. This time it came from Dembele. Here it is, the replay. We're watching it on the screen. Dembele keeps it.
It was a nice dribbling from Dembele, and then Arturo Vidal
from Arturo.
Yeah, from the second line. Arturo Vidal is really great on that, and one of the reasons Barca signed him during this summer was because of that.
His physicality, but also his ability to make those runs forward. Well, he's been struggling for minutes in this early stage of the season, but this will surely boost his confidence. We can see the celebration there with Suarez and Semedo. And the fans are bouncing at Camp Nou.
The crowd nuts right now.
What an atmosphere. So Barca are going to go top of the table with 21 points, and Real Madrid are going to remain out of European spots with 14. 7-point advantage for Barca against their eternal rivals.
Yeah, and there is a well-known statement in football that it's hard to win a league in October, but you can lose it, you know? And Madrid right now, they're in a very bad, low performance. And in this competition, La Liga, you cannot, allow this.
And the fans are now chanting, olele, olala, sed al Barça es al millor que hi ha. And that means being a Barca fan is the best thing there is. Barca are still attacking, and Sergio Roberto is inside the box. He finds Suarez, and Courtois with the save, preventing Barca from making it 6-1. What a chance for Suarez to make it 4 for himself.
That was a proper scissor shot from Suarez.
Now Madrid with a chance. The game is wide open, but Langley wins it back. Good recovery by Clément Langley under pressure. And he receives the applause of the fans. Barca want more, and Piqué's making the run forward now. Semedo with a run as well, and no, that's offside. Semedo was going for the goal, but the flag was raised. Was it offside? I mean, the linesman brought his flag up straight away. Didn't look like it from here, but probably the linesman had a better view.
I'm not sure, but Piqué step ahead and goes towards the other goal.
So we're going to see how much added time is given right now. Excuse me. Here's Isco trying to get in between two Barca players unsuccessfully. 2 minutes. Just 2 minutes. And Barca are still running. Here comes Suarez. They want to beat their rival while they're still down. Suarez fell to the ground and was unable to create a more dangerous situation. So 2 more minutes are going to be played here at Camp Nou. It's Barca 5. Real Madrid 1 here on Barca Live Match Center. Coming to you on YouTube, Twitter and Facebook. Real Madrid with an opportunity and almost making it 5-2, but
it was a nice
shot went wide
between Benzema and Mariano, but fortunately Benzema missed a shot.
Well, we said that Real Madrid had been better in the first minutes of the second half. There were some good chances even to equalise, but then from the Suarez goal, it's been all Barca, and Real Madrid look like a mess right now. Here is Dembele, Arturo Vidal, Busquets. I think Barca are still going to try and create another chance. Make it 6 if they can. Here's Semedo. They're not playing conservatively. Semedo inside, Suarez trying to get the touch. Courtois runs towards the ball and gets a hold of it. What an excellent afternoon, Paul.
What a fantastic game that we left at the Camp Nou. You were saying before that at the early stage of the second half, Barca was struggling a little, and that's true, that's completely true, but games have its own chapters, you know, and if we break down the whole game, Barca was superior to Madrid in the whole. So
yeah,
here it is.
There it is. This is how the game ends. The referee has blown the final whistle. It's 3 points for Barca. It's been an excellent afternoon, and we're going to leave you here. It's Barca 5, Real Madrid 1 here at Camp Nou. What an excellent win for Barca. Oh, and the players are still talking to each other. Great win for Football Club Barcelona. So, Paul, it's been great. The players are now talking to each other. The Real Madrid players are leaving. But what an excellent win for Barca. It's been a great afternoon.
Congratulations to the team. Barca